This is really the intelligence explosion. Once we have AI that can discover new science, new techniques, and then apply it autonomously to itself, intelligence is just going to skyrocket. If we want to put AI into the hands of as many people as possible, we need to drive down the cost of compute and make it abundant. And the famous quote from him is, "Intelligence too cheap to meter." If we don't build enough infrastructure, AI will be a very limited resource that wars get fought over, and that becomes mostly a tool for rich people. And this is something that he's actively working on. He's working on energy production, he's working on chip manufacturing, he's working on server farms, and many other people are as well. But obviously, this is what he is very focused on right now. We need to act wisely, but with conviction. The dawn of the intelligence age is a momentous development with very complex and extremely high stakes challenges. I love that he's calling it the intelligence age, like the Stone Age, the Bronze Age, the Iron Age, and so on. It will not be an entirely positive story, but the upside is so tremendous that we owe it to ourselves and the future to figure out how to navigate the risks in front of us. And specifically, a few challenges are a lot of people are going to lose their jobs, and hopefully jobs will transform and more jobs will become available, because that's essentially what has happened through every technological revolution that we've had to date. And some positivity for the future. Although it will happen incrementally, astounding triumphs, fixing the climate, establishing a space colony, and the discovery of all of physics will eventually become commonplace. I am absolutely thrilled to hear him writing about this, and it just makes me happy. I love being optimistic about the future. With nearly limitless intelligence and abundant energy, the ability to generate great ideas, and the ability to make them happen, we can do quite a lot. But there will also be downsides, and we will start working now to maximize AI benefits while minimizing its harms. As one example, we expect that this technology can cause a significant change in labor markets, which I just mentioned, good and bad, in the coming years. But most jobs will change more slowly than people think, and I have no fear that we'll run out of things to do, even if they don't look like real jobs to us today. People have an innate desire to create and be useful to each other, and AI will allow us to amplify our own abilities like never before. I truly believe that. I believe that humans will be able to be hyper productive and hyper creative with AI as a tool. AI will not replace us. It will allow us to do things at scales that we just didn't think were possible. And he ends with some thoughts about how people of the past would have viewed what a lot of jobs are today. So let's read that. "Many of the jobs we do today would have looked like trifling wastes of time to people a few hundred years ago, but nobody is looking back at the past wishing they were a lamplighter. If a lamplighter could see the world today, he would think the prosperity all around him was unimaginable. And if we could fast forward 100 years from today, the prosperity all around us would feel just as unimaginable." One example is coding. You all know that I believe in the long run, there will not be any human coders. There's just going to be whatever an individual needs, and the model weights will deliver it. And that's a great example. Maybe a few hundred years from now, maybe a few decades from now, we're going to look back and think, wow, coders don't really exist anymore, but that's okay. There's some other amazing creative job that they're now doing. So a lot to think about here. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.